Hey, what's up, guys? So I wasn't sure if it was recording. My name is Jamie G, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. I cover internet marketing, affiliate marketing, how to get started online, and basically all things digital. So if that's of interest to yourself, I'd love to have you guys join me for this journey. I'm going to be putting out a whole lot of content. Feel free to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to stay up to date with everything I'm going to be putting out. What I'm going to go through today is a follow-on of yesterday's video. Now, yesterday I went through how to set up a lead ad on Facebook for either a small business, or you can use it for your own business as well, or if you're going to sell it as a service to small businesses. So you can use it in basically three different ways, or two different ways. So either for your own business, if you run a small business, you can use it for that, or like I say, you can actually sell it as a service to other businesses as well. The training that I put together, it was quite long, it was about 45 minutes, a lot longer than I anticipated, to be honest. And it's something that people charge thousands of bucks for to learn. It's not overly complex, and you'll find that the targeting I used was just really straightforward. I basically dropped a pin. You can get into things called geo-locking and all that sort of stuff, which is probably not something you need to bother with at the moment if you're just setting that up. But even just doing that process, you'll probably start to see quite a few leads coming in just because it's not saturated yet. A lot of people haven't even gone down that process of doing that for local lead ads and stuff. So anyway, like I say, what I'm going to go through today is the back end of that process. So I started with setting up a Facebook lead ad. In this video, I'm going to go through how you actually automate the lead delivery. So one of the flaws with Facebook is that if you get a lead in, it doesn't necessarily do anything. It just kind of sits there. You have to go into the ad account manually and have a look. Who's my lead? Okay, great. That's the lead. Nice one. So what I'm going to show you is how you can automate that back end so that basically you get an SMS, an email, and it adds it to a spreadsheet or an autoresponder as well as if you choose. So really straightforward. So I've got this really well-crafted little whiteboard here, and I'm going to go through two separate things. First is the back end of what I want to show you guys. And then the second one is how to basically supercharge what it was I was going through with the lead ads and basically do it better pretty much. Yeah. So, all right, first one is we're start off with our lead ad over here. We're going to direct traffic. Now, as soon as someone fills in this lead form, they are going to be added to a spreadsheet. I'm going to show you how to set that up. Once they're added to the spreadsheet, it's also an option to send an SMS to the client or yourself if you are a small business. I'm not sure what the stats are, but it's something like I think the close rate is something like 70% higher if you're able to contact that lead within 15 minutes of them actually submitting their details. Because you can imagine if someone's playing on their phone or they see your ad and they're like, yep, oh yeah, lawn care, or yeah, whatever, pool maintenance, or pet care. Yeah, I'd love to get my dog clean this weekend, or whatever the case may be, and they submit their details, they're thinking about it. So if you get a call, or someone gives you a call straight away after you've submitted your details within 15 minutes, they'll be like, wow, that's amazing service. You guys are on the ball. So hence why SMS is awesome for that. So you can send them an SMS. You can have it delivered to a spreadsheet, so that way it's a permanent fixture there. You can also send them an automated email. So that would be basically if you are selling this to a small business, or you do run a small business yourself, you can actually get an email come in. So that way, if you miss the SMS or for whatever reason, then at least there's a track record of it there. You can come back to it later. You can send them an email. It's not just on your phone type thing. And then finally, you can also get it so that it automates it and sends that to an autoresponder sequence as well. So this person might be after a bit of information. You can go, cool, well, look, I'd like to give them a call anyway, but if not, then I want to follow up with just a short cycle sequence. So it can be 3 to 5 emails, just basically going, here's your voucher, or here's whatever information you're after. Here's some stuff that'll help you out. Give us a call if we can help with anything. Just keep them in, keep it fresh in mind. Yeah. So that's one way of doing it. That's what I'm going to show you the back end today. Like I say, I am going to show you another section, another part of that where, like I say, you can basically turbocharge that entire process. Now, a little caveat is, and I did cover this yesterday as well, but with the Facebook lead ads, normally the volume is quite high in a lot of the cases, I should say. But and the reason being is because Facebook, with all its magical powers, basically, if someone is interested in that and they click on the button, the call to action to retrieve some or get some information, whatever the case may be, it actually draws all their information from their Facebook profile. So that includes their name, their number, whatever email address they've got on their Facebook profile, things like that. So it's quite handy in that regard. It means that they don't really need to do anything, just click button, all the details usually pop up. Yes, submit, nice. They can obviously change all those. It's up to them what information they choose to submit. But yeah, it means that they don't really need to do anything. It's not like they have to type in some complicated email address or whatever. They can just go click, click, done. That's the lead, nice and easy. Having said that, quite often what I've found is that the quality of the leads isn't quite as high as if you're sending someone to a capture page or a landing page. And I'm going to show you a super cool way you can use landing pages to send traffic to for your offers as well. Now, this is where I come over here. And don't get me wrong, with lead ads, you can do the same. You can have a video, carousel, image, all that sort of stuff. And all we're going to do, the massive difference, instead of setting up an actual lead ad, is going to create a traffic-based ad for clicks or landing page views. Send them to a landing page. It's going to have a bit of a pre-sale information. Now, with this particular part, it doesn't matter if you've already got a website. In fact, there's about 3 of my clients that already have a website set up. They just use what I'm going to show you guys in a minute to basically supercharge their own lead generation strategies, which obviously does me out of a job in some ways, but so be it. Now, this also will add them to an autoresponder, and there's actually a built-in sequence that you can use that will automatically email the client as well. And then finally, they become a client. So nice and easy, yep. Alrighty, so I'm just going to come back over to this part, and I'm going to explain everything that I'm talking about in there. First tool we're going to use is something called Zapier or Zapier, I'm not too sure, however you want to pronounce that. With that, basically what we're looking at doing is it automates processes for you. So it can be, for example, it automates, say if I put up a video on YouTube, it's going to automate the process of sending that to, say, Pinterest and Tumblr and Blogspot, all that sort of stuff. It can do that entire process for me. There is a free version and a paid version. On the paid version, I think it's about $20 if you're starting out, 25 for what I'm using it for. You can use other options as things like IFTTT or whatever it's called. If this, then that, IFTTT. That's a free version. I do use that for certain things as well, but I do prefer Zapier, like I say, because it's a premium service and you can connect it to all sorts of crazy stuff. It's really cool. So I'm not going to go through the minutia because I spent a lot of time doing that in the last video. It tended to blew out way past the time I had hoped for. So what I'm going to go through here is just actually setting up what they call a Zap. So what you'll need for this is Zapier, a Google Docs, which I'll show you the template that I use, nothing fancy at all, I must admit. An SMS service. Now I'm going to send you a link to an SMS service. I have one that costs about $10 per month. And you buy credits, and I think the SMSs are like 3 to 5 cents per send or something like that. So really, really super handy for that. And also I'm going to show you the other part where I mentioned supercharging that as well. So stick around. Anyway, you go to set up a Zap. I'm not going to go through that. It's quite straightforward. It just has a thing once you sign up to Zapier, create Zap, and then all you need to do is come through and create a lead flow. So first things first, you need to search for Facebook lead ads. This is the one that we created. And that's why, if you recall in the last video, I had a funky name that's easy to remember, because if you find you start building out quite a few of these, then they all pop up, and it's can be quite hard to remember which one you're meant to be using, because you don't want to create the Zap for something that you're not actually using at present. It makes it kind of frustrating and annoying. Anyway, right, so first things first, just click on lead ads. It's going to take you through this process here. What happens when you click on bring in a new lead? You need to then actually move my big fat head out of the way. Big fat head can bugger off. Alrighty, and then click on continue, and it's just going to take you through this process, and then it'll ask you to attach to a specific account, and then the specific options as well. It will do a test, so you don't need to worry. It's not like you just kind of chuck all these details in and then that's it. It does actually test every single step along the way, which is really handy. Now, the second thing is you can send an SMS. I use Burst SMS. Like I say, I'm going to leave a link below For the one that I use, it's $10 per month plus what I say. I think it's like 4 or 5 cents per SMS sent, so not exactly expensive. Plus, if you get fancy, you can actually use that for other methods of marketing as well, of course, because I think the open rates are like 98% or something with SMS. Still, it's pretty awesome. At that same time, what I'm going to do is send an outbound email. That's actually one of the zaps or one of the functions that Zapier put together, or Zapier, whatever it's called. Now, with that, I'm just going to show you this template real quick. Doesn't need to be super fancy. Again, I'm going to move my big fat head out of the way. Oh no, I don't know where to put it. All right, let's try up here. No, decided not to move. There we go. Get out of the way, fathead. Right. All right. So there's just one of the lead kind of drafts I put together. So that's me, new FB lead. You can call it whatever you will. If you are doing this on behalf of a client, you might want to name it something different. For some of the clients I work with, they want to know that it comes from me. So the subject line might be like Lead Coach Solutions new Facebook lead, or you have a new Facebook lead, something like that. And obviously, I'm just playing around. So, here's the lead. You really want to put something a bit more, I guess, a bit better than that in there, right? So, if you know the person's name, you actually just go, "Hi, Jamie. Here's a freaking lead, bro. Woo woo. You have a new Facebook lead, blah, blah, blah." Now, what I always do is, and the cool thing is with Zapier, I'm just going to move my head again. I don't know why it's always just, my big head is just in the wrong place at the wrong time, isn't it? I said move, damn it. Right, over here, stay there. Right, okay. Now, what you can do is just, I'm going to go down. I'm not going to give you a full instruction on how to use Zapier because it's not complex, but it's pretty straightforward. But yeah, you probably don't need to go there. I'm just giving you the tools that you will need. Yeah. So anyway, click on this little button. And here's the cool thing. It's actually going to pick up what information you've requested from the actual lead itself. And then because I haven't done anything with this, it usually comes up with an option because I haven't sort of saved anything. There'll be an option there of what information you can add. So usually it's just like name, email, contact number, time that it was recorded, etc. Now, what I always do is if I am creating one of these for my clients, I always set up a Google Docs sheet with sharing for everyone, so anyone can see it. Open that wide up, or sorry, specifically on the link. And then what I do is just chuck the link in here as well. So basically, what that means is that I've already got the information of the lead in front of them, nice and easy. And then down the bottom, if they ever need to refer back to it, they can just click on that link and they've got full access to that spreadsheet that I've set up for them. So that's what I do there. Attachments, I don't bother about that. From your business name, reply to, I probably won't even leave that, have that there at all. BCC, I always chuck myself into BCC because I want to know, okay, like if I'm working with, say, 20 clients at once, and I can see that, okay, one client's getting heaps and heaps of leads, I'm like, sweet. Whereas it kind of makes me think, okay, I haven't had anything come through for one of the other clients. So it could be a couple of reasons. Could be that your Zap is broken. It could be that your targeting's off and the leads just aren't working anymore. Your account could have been suspended. Like, it just triggers, for me anyway, it triggers things, and I'm like, okay, I better go check on that. I'm checking things there all day, every day anyway, so it's a little bit of a bit different ball game. But if you are doing this and you're setting up and checking once or twice a week, then it just really helps to know, okay, what's coming through type thing. So that's what I do, and then obviously just click on continue, and then the last step there, create spreadsheet row. Now, same deal again. I mean, I've got spreadsheets for Africa, to be honest, for everything. So I'm not going to go into that section of it, but that's the first thing you'll need is Zapier. Second thing you're going to need over here is just a very simple Google Doc sheet. Now, Google Doc sheet, I mean, it's really straightforward. You don't really need all that kind of much information. It doesn't have to be overly complex. For me, like I say, and like you can see here, you've got name, email, phone number updated. Yeah, so there's just a dummy data that I've pulled through from Facebook from one of the lead ads when I was doing some testing. But I mean, you recall on the last video when I set up the lead ad, there was different options under settings of the actual lead form, and in those settings, there was different options of what to call each segment of data. So, for example, if I want email, it was like sort of something weird like underscore email, whatever. Yeah. So you can have a personalized message. And then for yourself, if these are for your own business and you don't have your own CRM, you might even want to have another row or column down here. Sorry, that you can say, oh, yes, I've contacted them, or no, not interested, all that sort of stuff. Be cautious though on that regard, is that if you do start mucking around with this and you delete rows, things like that, the Zap can't work because it goes off a really basic logic, and it just goes, okay, I need to now put data on row number 3. Okay, I now need to put data on row number 4. So if you start deleting that, then it doesn't know to not put data on number 4 or 3, if that makes sense. So if I was to delete number 2, now row number 2, this would basically mean that it would shift up one. So now 2 would be nothing there, but my Zap would actually think that it needs to try and put data on number 3, but it can't because there's no data in front of it, if that makes sense. That's how I understand this. I may be way off, but I've had a lot of issues in the past with clients thinking that they can just come in and add their own notes and do all sorts of stuff in here, and it just throws the Zap way out. So just leave that if you will. I mean, if it is your own business and whatnot, you can add notes on the side. Just don't touch anything in here, even if it's even if you think you need to delete something. Maybe even create another spreadsheet and just copy these across, whatever you like. But or just use a CRM. Don't be such a tightwad. Like it's $10 a month for like Zoho CRM is one of the ones I use. So there you go. Anyway, so that's tool number 2, Zapier, Google Docs. And sorry, I'm conscious of time. I'm going to try and wrap it up. I know I said that yesterday. Right, and then the third one, which is Burst SMS. Like I say, I am going to leave a link below. I do have this exact platform that I am offering as part of my agency. It's $10 per month plus I think it's 4 cents or 5 cents per SMS sent. Not exactly a huge investment. So really straightforward. You can actually get it automated. So either you've got your own lot of SMSs in here, or you can, like I say, you can actually have it automated as part of your Zap. So again, I'm not going to go through that. It is really straightforward, this particular thing. If you are interested, like I say, there will be no, now it's kicked me out. There will be a link below, which is for this particular tool that I use in my business on a daily basis. Do highly recommend it, not only for using it with Zapier and your own clients or your own business if you are a small business, but also because it allows you to market to your own list. So if I get a lead in from one of the ads that I'm running and it comes through, it automatically gets added to this. I can then use that and resend the number later on. I can send them something else that says, hey, haven't heard from you for a while. Do you need your lawns mowed? Do you need your I don't know, your pool cleaned? Do you need your dog groomed? Whatever business I'm promoting, that's what I would start doing. And so it's like 10 to 20 times more effective than email, although it is good to have email as well. So that's, thing outside the box for that one. Now, the last thing I wanted to show you guys, and this is going back to my amazing little whiteboard here, where I went that you can kind of turbocharge this whole process. Turbo. Yes. It's more of a W, but you know what I mean, right? Anyway, here we are. Now, hopefully this loads. I do apologize. I sometimes have a few issues with, there we go. Nice one. Alrighty. What do we got here? This doesn't look like my type of business. I know you're thinking. Well, here's the cool thing. You can customize this page however you want. Like I say, I've actually got 3 clients that they have their own website already. So they've already got their own basically website. I personally don't think that those websites that they've got are all that sort of geared up to actually make a conversion of any kind. It's just providing information about the business. So I suggested, why don't we use this where you can customize this? And this is just one example. I mean, there's like tens of hundreds of examples, not hundreds, but there's tens, like let's say at least 20 examples of different businesses that you can use that are already pre-made through what I use, which is builderall.com. Now, I'm going to leave a link below. as well, and you can pick up. There's a whole range of them, everything from accountants to electricians to painters to dog groomers, beauty, hairdressing. There is just a ton of them out there. Fitness as well, and they all have a similar idea. So they all come with Facebook ad templates. They all come with downloadable media that you can use. They all have things like coupon codes built in, and you're looking at an investment of $49 per month. It's not exactly going to break the bank. And like I say, purely from going through this process, watching the video that I did before, plus this one, the brilliant part about this whole thing is that you've now saved yourself like about $1,500 per month by chucking together a $5 a day ad and a $50 a month software package, which you can switch on and off at any time. Anyway, what I was going to show you guys, I know pool cleaning might not apply to you, but the principle behind it and like you can see the neat layout of this thing is what I'm trying to show you. Yeah, so here you go. Like you can create your own discounts or your own offers. Now the whole thing is that it's obviously pretty hard to, or can be quite hard to get new clients. So what we want to do is try and offer some sort of incentive to get new clients on board. So whether it's 50% off, or here's a voucher, or a free appraisal, whatever the case may be, if you're in real estate, for example. As you can see, I mean, it's super neat. Coupons available, yes. So someone, if they were interested in that, they'll just go through that. It would ask for their details, whatever you want. So email, name, contact number, all that sort of stuff, any messages that you want to leave. They do, as part of this, they also have their own updated sort of video here you can use. I'm not going to play that, but you kind of get the idea. You can actually just put your own one in there. So if you're a local business and you don't mind being on camera, it can be really straightforward. Just what's an example? Dog grooming. Hi guys, my name's blah blah blah. I take care of dog grooming in this area to help out during the winter season or the summer season, or to spring clean or whatever. I'm offering a 2-for-1 package or a 30% off. Blah blah blah. Click the link below to claim yours now. So you're offering an incentive. Someone takes that incentive, even if they don't actually convert, you've still got them on your database. You can potentially sell to them in future. It's yeah, pretty cool. Like I say, and the reason why I'm encouraging using something like this versus just a lead ad is, like I say, the problem with lead ads, they do convert quite well. You will end up with quite a number of leads. One of the common complaints I do hear from certain clients in particular is, yes, I'm getting a lot of leads. The quality is not that great. A lot of them are just after information. Whereas if you send traffic to a template like this or a page like this, it's neat, it's clean, it's representative of your business, it's very professional looking. And if someone does take that up, it's more likely that they're going to be interested in actually taking up that offer, as opposed to just seeking information because they're on Facebook and they see an ad. So you can also put in client testimonials here. Obviously, don't use these stock images. You're welcome not to use images if you prefer as well, and so on and so forth. Now, here's the other cool thing. Like I say, these templates are available. Like, I think there's about 20 to 25 different niches that you can use. So I know you're probably thinking, oh, but I own a pool business. I mean, you can just change this. You can just chuck your logo on. If you like the colors, you can change the background. Like if you like the layout of how this all looks, yeah. So you can edit the back end. It's all drag and drop. You don't need to do any fancy coding, anything like that. But the other thing I wanted to show you guys is this little funky thing over here. I'm just going to come down. This is inside Builderall Blueprint. Have a look at this first. I should have looked at this first. What am I doing? Oh, just kidding. Alrighty, once this loads. Right, what do we got here? What was I going to show you guys? Again, like I say, use your imagination. Doesn't have to be pool cleaning. This is designed for pool cleaning, this one particular template I'm showing you. Having said that, there are many, and if you don't like the idea of that type of business or this type of layout, there are hundreds of different templates, not just for that type of business. So I do highly recommend you check it out. Like I say, there will be a link below. Click on that to check it out. It's pretty cool. So here's what we're looking at. This is what I was trying to go through in that whiteboard. Facebook ads, landing page, opt-in page. So someone sees the landing page. That was what I was showing you before. It's got like a bit of information, like here's what I'll offer, here's what I'm offering, and then opt-in page. So that's the information you're going to be gathering from the prospect. So email, address, contact number, all that sort of stuff. And here's the cool thing about these templates is that there's a built-in autoresponder into this software that I use. And in fact, it's got everything. Autoresponder, what else has it got? A presentation builder, a chat bot, so you can start building chat bots. It's got like a video maker as well, so you can make little cartoon videos and stuff like that. What else? All sorts of stuff. I'm missing a whole big chunk there, but it's pretty comprehensive. Anyway, I'm digressing. So part of that, they've got a built-in autoresponder. As part of that autoresponder, they actually have their own email sequence. So it might be like get your voucher now. So someone opts in, they receive the voucher, you email that through to them, and then it'll basically, once they've filled in the details, automatically direct them to a call to action page. So on here, you can like a click to call button. So if you want to get someone to call you straight away, and you can actually have all sorts of other stuff there as well, like a tap to message us. Like it's up to you. And then finally, and like I say, this is all pre-built. You just need to edit a couple of little things along the way, and then finally confirmation page. So email. They're going to try and sell them some services along the way, and then obviously you've got your own website there as well. So the website that you might already have one in place, or your clients might already have one. Like I say, you're looking at an investment of $49 per month. It's not breaking the bank for what you get out of it. Is just it's a pretty easy sell. Right. And so it seems to have triplicated itself. That's kind of weird. Anyway, it also shows you what the funnel show is, the liquidation. Now, liquidation funnel, what we're looking at here, what that basically means is you don't want to just kind of go, okay, cool, I'm offering unlimited vouchers for 30% off, or unlimited vouchers for a free clean, or whatever the case may be. You want to have it so it's finite. And if something's finite and it's scarce, not fake scarcity, like actual scarcity, people want it. I don't want to miss out on that. They're FOMO. So therefore, it's actually got a countdown timer, and it's got a counter showing you the number of coupons or whatever is still available. So that's that. Final thing I'm going to show you guys. Again, I am very aware of the time. Thank you very much for being with me all this time. I do appreciate it. Just going to click up here to the main page once more. And once that loads, alrighty. So these are all the different pages. So that was the front page I showed you before. And like I say, once again, hammering it home, there are a myriad of different templates. You don't have to use the pool one. I love the color and I love the layout. So I've just chosen this as a demonstration. You can also have your pass. So that's going to be the voucher, the email opt-in, email confirmation, the resources page. That's what the other thing I wanted to show you guys as well. Now this is all pre-built. Like all you need to do is just chuck your logo in there. Like you don't need to do anything. If you don't have a pool business, then you can just change the writing to whatever business that suits you. It's not overly complex, and this is the brilliant thing about it. It's all drag and drop. You don't have to code anything. Just basically add whatever you want in here. Click save, and you can start using that. It's really straightforward. So banners, you've got banners that you can use on your own website if you choose to, or you can send them around the internet. You got Facebook ads, which have actual templates. You got a sequence of emails. If you've got an external email, or you just want to manually send them, I don't know why you'd bother, but they've actually got templates you can use there as well. It's really comprehensive. So anyway, that's the thing. And the whole crux of where I was going, obviously, I'm pretty keen on the whole Builder All thing. I love it. I use it every day. And I use it with my clients, for my clients as well. Having said that, you don't necessarily need this one. There are a myriad of other page builders out there. And the point that I'm trying to get at, and I'm just going to refer back to my whiteboard one more time, is you ideally, in order to get better results, you do probably need a landing page. So whether you use like the ClickFunnels or Builderall or lead pages, or I've also had other videos there that show you how to make landing pages out of GetResponse, which is the autoresponder, which is $15 a month. Like, just basically think outside the square. I mean, yes, that's the easy way to do it. And to be fair, a lot of the stuff I do is just Facebook lead ads, and then a small follow-up sequence and notify my client, and I just leave it at that, because that's basically what they employ me to do. But having said that, to get the better results, it does cost more if you are selling it as a service to your clients, but the results are going to speak for themselves. The intent is higher. Obviously, it's a really nice professional page that you're sending them to. If you're not into coding, you don't know anything about setting up websites, check out the funnel builders, like I say, the one down below there. It's a great resource, and it will certainly help either you out if you are a small business, or your clients out if you are selling this as a service. Anyway, that's what I wanted to go through today. So for those of you that are still with me at this point, leave a like and a comment below. Let me know what you thought of this video. I'd love to get some feedback, see if I'm actually going in the right direction with these videos. And yeah, look, otherwise, thanks so much for joining me, guys. Pleasure being here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks very much, guys. Bye-bye.